Wanted to show you these beautiful animals. Shelby and Sam, they're always like, he's always looking for her and he knows not to overcrowd her. So he's always at a distance and but close enough. And look how he's mirroring her. This is a sign of a loving relationship. They're like forming two halves of a heart. You see how she has her paw out and her face facing this way. He's facing her and has a paw extended. He really loves her, but he knows not to get too close because she needs her space. And they can just be like this for a long time. And like at night, they're like this. And this is her blanket because she gets a little bit cold. Shelby will be 16 years old this year, and Sam is going to be 2. So they have 14 years separating them, and yet there's just so much love there. He came as a 1-month-old kitten, and he decided this is his mom because she's the right size. She's the size of a cat, and he just loves her. Just wherever she is, he seeks to be too. He just adores her. And I think she also likes him. And sometimes he licks her face, and he's just so loving. And I think animals. I had to talk about this this morning with someone. Animals pick up our energies, and if your animal is aggressive in any way, I am not talking about animal you adopted from a shelter recently, but if your animal is consistently aggressive, you should check out the atmosphere and energy in your home and see why, what causes the animal to behave like that. Animals are aggressive because they are anxious. It's a reaction out of fear. An animal that's confident will not be aggressive. I'm not saying they're always like Little Angel. This one can also be a little bit aggressive towards dogs she doesn't know, but not in an excessive way and never in a threatening way. When she's together with the other dog, then they can together form a sort of like pack, but it's not excessive aggression, and that too is too much. I haven't given them her especially. I haven't given her enough limits, but I still think she turned out to be a pretty loving dog. She's very good with children, and Sam is just so sweet, so loving, and I love to see them together. It's just really heartwarming. And I always tell people, if you have an elderly dog, think about getting a kitten. Think about getting a small young animal that can be a support. Um, I'm not sure if it's always the case, but I think cats are healers, and I think they have a bad reputation for some reason, but cats are really healers. Given the opportunity, they will come into a situation where there's somebody ill or elderly, struggling, etc., and they will just try to make the situation better. They're very sweet, loving, healing animals. So let's appreciate them. And it's good. It's okay to be old. Like they say about pregnancy, it's not a disease, and growing old is not a disease either. So, and at this point, I would like to also dedicate this video to Larry King, who just passed away at age 87. And yeah, it's like, wow, 87, it's a good age in a way, but I'm really sad for him that he had to struggle with so many health issues. I really, like many others, I really enjoyed watching Larry King, and I loved his interview techniques. And it's just sad that he passed away, but you know, that's part of life. We all are born and we're all going to die, all of us. Just try to make growing old as painless as possible and try to support your elderly pet as much as possible, and just make sure they're comfortable, they have a blanket and a warm place to lie in, and think about having a support animal such as a cat, a young cat. And I'm talking about a cat that hasn't formed negative experiences with dogs. When an animal is very young, like children, they don't have this experience of being harmed by dogs. They're open to form loving bonds. This is the same thing as human beings.